Hello, I'm Simon, founder of HAMP. Today we're going to take you through the journey of how we created the products, why we created them, what problems we were trying to solve, and the moment that we knew that it was going to work. We're going to talk about crew, clip, HAMP, and maybe also some new products. Welcome to New High. So the reason why we created HAMP was for the travel on the go, and there was not actually any papers I could find with a 3-in-1 kit where we had our optimized airflow filters in. And one of the biggest hassles we had when basically we go to the spot to roll up, we go on this arduous journey, go through water, fire, and ice, and finally get there, and then we had to roll up because of course we forgot to do it from home and we have nothing to roll on. So with HAMP, we created both a tray, integrated filters, and a papers for one smooth and efficient experience. So how we created HAMP was actually one of the most simple processes that we've done with any of the products. We simply just went out to the market, looked what was there. It's not completely novel to have a tray built in, but a lot of them, they have all of this like flair where the tray has to pop out. You have to fold a gazillion different times to make sure that it works, and there's a lot of spillage involved. So with HAMP, we just wanted to be clean, very, very smooth experience. So you can see it's built directly into the lid, and the shapes and the way that it's folded inside teaches you exactly how to use the product. When we created HAMP was from the strategy in the beginning. We had a lot of different products that we wanted to make sure fitted together with the ecosystem, but we constantly had problems that none of the papers that we ourselves was using was aesthetically pleasing next to clip and crew. It needed to be a unified experience, something that could stand proud and strong in your home. So with HAMP, we actually wanted to create it further down the line, but after the launch of clip and crew, we quickly realized we had to move it further up in the roadmap, which is why this is the third product we launched. The benefit of HAMP comes in many forms and shapes in terms of the tray that we see here. So you have the tray, which basically rolls up so you can use it. And one of the biggest benefits, if I may say so, is our optimized airflow filters, which you'll see is missing a little tip here. What this allows for is when you roll it up, it basically makes sure that you don't have any channels that have different sizes of the filter. So you have even not just air distribution, but heat distribution from when you ignite your joint or your blunt or whatever you choose to smoke with as it goes through. And there's another catch to it. In every 200 packs of HAMP, there's a 24-karat smokable gold hemp paper. If you find that, you get a free product. Happy hunting. So when we knew that HAMP was something special, we went to a conference and we brought HAMP with us, and we knew that there was a golden paper or two in the boxes, and we basically gave them to people as lottery tickets and said, if you find a gold paper, come back and we will give you your free products. And the really cool thing that happened was one of the very first customers that actually came by found the gold paper, and the enthusiasm, the joy in their smile, and the vibe the entire crew had when they found this golden leaf was worth everything, and all the hard work that it took to get a gold leaf into 200 pack. As you can imagine, it's not something that can be automated, so every gold leaf is manually input in the selected hubs. Makes it a little bit of a hassle, but all worth it when we see your reactions.